Hey guys, Darude Storm here, and I'm here with a Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Yeah, I'm gonna start these up because I got Citra working. If you don't know what Citra is, it's kind of like an emulator, so you can record battles with it. So yeah, this is a battle I had with Marxo, or Marco. His name might actually be. And I found him in Weedle Twin Needles Discord chat. So yeah, that's cool. I found him there. He was like, "Do you want to battle?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And this is a team I recently built, which is an amazing team. I absolutely love this team. Built around Maractus, defensive Maractus, max HP, max defense, well 240 HP, with 8 in special attack. Leech Seed, Spiky Shield, Giga Drain, and Spikes. This Maractus is perfect against Landorus. I know you're probably like, Landorus gets U-turn. You Leech Seed on it, and if it U-turns, you Leech Seed on the incoming thing. So it never dies, pretty much. It's a great mon. I love Maractus, and just using it, I've had so much fun with it. And in this battle, it puts in a lot of work. So, yeah. Something else happens, but yeah, you'll find out in the battle. Next we have a Alolan Muck, which is just max HP, 240 HP, 252 attack, 8 in special defense, only Assault Vest, with Knockoff, Pursue, Poison Jab, and Shadow Sneak. This is also really good. I've been using Alolan Muck, and it is actually really good. I never knew how good it actually was until I started using it. But yeah, and it works really well with Maractus, so that's fun. Next, we have the broken Mega Metagross. I know, I didn't really want to use it, but when you have a Maractus on your team, you're kind of just like, why not? So we have Mega Metagross, max speed, max attack, Jolly Nature, full in special defense, with Meteor Mash, Thunder Punch, Zen Headbutt, and Earthquake. No Bullet Punch on this one. Because Metagross is pretty fast, with this meta being pretty slow anyway. So, yeah, I've not really needed Bullet Punch in any situations I've had with this team so far, and I've had quite a few battles with this team. So, yeah. Next, we have Togekiss. This is actually a stall-breaking Togekiss. This is actually to deal with Toxapex, mainly. This is max HP, 240 HP, 222 speed, timid nature with 8 in special defense, with Nasty Plot, Roost, Heal Bell, and Air Slash. So yeah, it is a very weird set. I might change it up a bit, but I actually really like it. It's quite cool, because it can take the hit set of Nasty Plot and then do its thing. Next we have Komodo, who is Choice Specs. I'm debating whether to change it to Choice Scarf, because yeah, the teams are fast apparently nowadays. But yeah, we have Choice Specs Komodo with Clanging Scales, Focus Blast, Flash Cannon, and I can't think of its last move. I have it on Showdown. Let me have a quick look. Why can't I think of its last move? Flamethrower, that was it. Yeah. Choice Specs Komodo is quite cool. Speed is alright. It's quite a weird base speed. It's 85, so not the greatest. Its HP is pretty trash. Its stats are pretty decent though overall. But yeah, you'll see. And finally we have Rotom Wash, who's just specially defensive, 248, 252. 240 HP, 252 special defense, 8 special attack, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp. So there you have it, our team. And we see our opponent is bringing Tyranitar, Volcarona, Lucario, Excadrill, Greninja, and Roserade. So we see it's a scary team, a very scary team. I mean, you've got Titar and Drill, which are a good Sancor. Then you have Lucario. Let's hope it's not Mega, right? Greninja, which is obviously a very scary threat. Roserade, which was quite scary for my team. It hits quite a few of my mons really hard, like Maractus, Togekiss, and Rotom. But I do have counters for it, like Komodo, because of bulletproof, Metagross, and a little Muk, so I should be fine with that. The main thing I was worried about was Life-Orb Drill, because Life-Orb Drill actually puts a really big hole in my team. And if he is Mega Lucario, because I didn't put any restrictions on this game, I was just like, you know, legend, like, you know, big legends, like, you know, Yveltal, the crazy stuff. So, yeah, let's get into this game. This was a really fun game, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get straight into this. There is a bit of blue there, so I'm going to cover that up. So we're challenged by, I'm guessing, Marco, as I'm going to lead off with my Maractus. I decided to do this because I expected T-Tar lead, which he does lead with. Now, Fire Blast would really hurt from Tyranitar, but I was expecting him just to set up his rocks first turn, as I'm just going to click Leech Seed, as we're going to fire off that Leech Seed. Maractus, shaking all about, you know, putting his seed on T-Tar. Yeah. Let's move on. He's going to set up his rocks, which are fine for my team. It doesn't really hurt my team at all, apart from Togekiss. So I'm fine with rocks being up. So now I decide to just go for a layer of Spike, because I wanted to see what this thing wanted to do to me. And I also expected a switch out into Roserade, and I was actually going to pull a double, but he actually just stays in. So I was kind of sat here like, what are you going to do to me? And he actually clicks Dragon Dance with the T-Tar, which is quite scary. But I was like, I'm a Maractus. I can do this, my dude. I got this. So we're going to take the Sandstorm damage, but that is going to be counteracted by my leftovers. So we are back up to full HP. Not to mention the fact we do have the Leech Seed up on the T-Tar. So Maractus is looking really good at the moment, because I can take this thing on. This is a thing. So yeah, he is just gonna go for a Crunch right here. I was debating going for Spiky Shield, but I was like, nah, let's just click Giga Drain, as Crunch does a very good amount, but Giga Drain also does a very good amount from Maractus, and we're gonna get quite a decent amount of health back. The Sandstorm is a bit annoying because I would be getting a lot more HP with the leftovers as well as the Leech Seed. So it is a tad bit annoying. Yeah, this thing. So we're just gonna sit here because we're a Maractus, and we're gonna get the Leech Seed. And we're gonna get back to a really good amount of HP. And I'm just gonna click Spiky Shield, expecting another Crunch to fire off. As he actually clicks Iron Head, which is interesting. I'm just gonna sit here like, I'm a Maractus. I can take any hit. As we are whittling down this Tyranitar quite a decent amount. So here he gets his leftovers, and I'm looking at his HP, and I'm just kind of like, yeah. That's the thing. So I'm gonna get leftovers. I'm gonna get Leech Seed. All these after turn effects. Imagine if I had Toxic on this thing. Jesus Christ, no. But then I wouldn't have room for Spikes or Spiky Shield, because I would keep Giga Drain and Leech Seed. So I'm just gonna go for a double Spiky Shield right here. My options there would go for Spikes or go for Spiky Shield. Well, I had Spiky Shield, Spikes, and Giga Drain to go for. And I went for Spiky Shield because I really wanted my Maractus at a good amount of HP, so I could deal with the Excadrill a lot better. So I really want Maractus at a good amount of HP. And looking at that, I wish I just went for Spikes, to be honest. As this turn, I'm going to expect him to predict me to go for the Spiky Shield. So I'm actually going to go for Spikes, as he is going to click Dragon Dance. So we're going to be able to get another layer of Spikes up. That is the second layer. And now we just click Spiky Shield and this T-Tar will die. Unless he switches out, which I kind of expected, to save the sand for drill. So yeah, that's the thing. So Maractus is now at a really, really good amount of HP again. So I'm really happy with that, and Maractus just 1v1 the T-Tar. So go Maractus. Yeah, you did something, my dude. So we're gonna go for that Spike Shield just to ensure that we do kill the T-Tar, as he is going to go for Crunch on my Spiky Shield, and those spikes are going to dig straight into that T-Tar's mouth, and he drops. So I'm going to get some leftovers recovery right here, and Maractus is standing strong. Now, I expected the Rosary to come in here, but he just got into Volcarona, which is equally as scary, as he can just click Quiver Dance right here, because he knows my full set. So I switch out into my Komodo, because I knew I could take any hit from this Volcarona at +1, and Choice Specs Flying Sails, even with a Quiver Dance up, still does a really decent amount. By the way, shoutouts if you know the nickname. I thought this was quite a cool nickname. It might not be the most fitting one, but I just thought it was quite cool. So I am going to go for the Choice Specs Clanging Sails right here, as he goes for Fiery Dance, and we take that really, really well. However, he does get a special attack boost, which is really unfortunate, especially since this Clanging Scales is actually going to be able to 2-hit KO the Volcarona from that range of health. So now, because of that special attack boost, he is going to be able to knock out my Komodo, and I had to just let it die here because, you know, I had no switch-ins, you know? It's a +1, well, +2, +1, Volcarona. It's scary. So here I got into Skittles, my Alolan Muck, who is a Salt Vest, so I know I can take any hit from this thing. So I am just going to fire off a Pursuit in case he switched out, preserving this thing. Maybe Knockoff was the better play right here, but I am going to be able to fire off the Pursuit, and we just miss out on the kill. And that's really unfortunate, because we get burned by the Flame Body as well, which is even worse. But now he knows, since I went for Pursuit, he won't switch out. So I am able to fire off Shadow Sneak and knock out the Volcarona. So 2 Pokemon down for him. Only my Komodo down for me right now, but it looks like Muck doesn't have much of his life left anyway. So he is going to go out to his Lucario. And yeah, it's Mega. So broken Megas are broken Megas, and he's gonna use one. And yeah, this is fun. It's really weird though, because they go to the middle of the arena when they Mega Evolve, and then they like teleport back. That's just something I literally just noticed now. So I'm going to fire off Shadow Sneak just to get some damage off, as he's going to go for Power Punch, which is scary. Because now we have +1 adaptability Mega Lucario on the field. But I do know, because of the new Mega Rule, which is amazing for me right now in this situation, I am going to be able to go into my Mega Metagross and click the Earthquake. So we're gonna bring our broken Mega, but it isn't in Ubers, so you know, we're chilling. So we're gonna Mega Evolve, and it looks really cool in Citra. I just love Citra. And we're gonna fire off that EQ, nice powerful EQ, and we're gonna be able to knock out the Lucario, which is perfect because that thing was terrifying. So now he has the Excadrill, the Roserade, and the Greninja left. So he goes out into Greninja, and I fully expected this to be Battle Bond Greninja, because once that gets into, once that turns into Ash Greninja, it is broken as anything. So I had a pretty decent, Muk is dead, which was my main check to Ash Greninja. But I predicted Alpulse right here and got into Togekiss, because most Battle Bond Greninjas are Specs. So he does go for the Dark Pulse, but he reveals that he is Protein. So, or Protein, whatever you want to call it. I call it Protein. I don't know if that's right, but you know. So my stall breaking Togekiss, I have to just let it fall to an Ice Beam right here. Protein Greninja is quite scary. Well, very scary actually, because it can just transform into all these different types. And because it's going to get that stab off the Ice Beam, it is going to knock out my Togekiss. If it was Battle Bond and it was Life Orb, we might have been able to live that Ice Beam. Because it didn't get the stab boost. So now I go into my Rotom, knowing I can take any hit from this thing, fire off Hydro Pump, and kill it. But he actually reveals the Grass Knot right here. Which is interesting because Rotom is really, really light, so it literally does nothing. But that does make him resist both of my stabs. And I did fire off a Hydro Pump right here. I was really scared it was going to miss. But we're actually going to get a crit right here. This crit, it mattered in the sense that it let my Rotom have a higher amount of HP, but I would have been able to live any hit the Greninja would throw at me again, and then I would just Volt Switch. So it would have been fine either way. I don't think it mattered too much. So he's going to go out to Extra right here, and I was like, what? And he's Mold Breaker, not Samrush, which is quite a bit scary. So that's fun. I go out into my Maractus right here on the incoming EQ, because since I now know he's Mold Breaker, I expected him to be Scarf Drill, because that just makes sense. So here I actually make a bit of a misplay. I knew he was going to go out into the Roserade, so I should have just clicked Spikes or switched out into my my Metagross, knowing that the Roserade was going to come in. But I go for Leech Seed, so it isn't going to do anything, and the Roserade's going to get Black Sludge Recovery, as I'm going to be able to get my leftovers. Now, here I should have just gone for the Spiky Shield, because I would have been able to get some HP back, and it was quite a free Spiky Shield, so I don't know why I didn't take it, but I'm going to switch out into my Rotom Wash, and the reason I did this, the reason I sacked my Rotom, is just in case he had Sleep Powder on his Roserade, because if he had Sleep Powder and he went for it right there, predicting my Metagross, I would have just straight up lost. And I knew if I went out into Metagross, well, if I sacked off my Rotom and then went out into Metagross and then landed a Zen Headbutt, this thing would be dead, and he would be left with a Scarf Drill that had to click EQ to kill my Metagross, which then Maractus can stall it to death. So this match is looking very much in my favor, because his Drill can't do anything to my Metagross if he clicks Iron Head, and he can't do anything to my Maractus if he clicks Earthquake. So I'm just going to go out into my Metagross and click the Zen Headbutt. So we are going to take down the Roserade, because we already saw its Black Sludge, and there's no way it's living that. So the Roserade does go down, and he's going to bring out his final mon, which is the Excadrill. He's going to take some Spikes damage, and then he... well, I'm just going to leave my Metagross in here. I don't have Bullet Punch, so there was no reason to go for that. So he is going to fire off the EQ here, and now I knew his choice, Scarfed, so I was like, Maractus is going to easily clean up this game now, so that's perfect. As my Metagross is going to go down here, and I'm going to send in my Maractus. So, yeah, here I just need to click Leech Seed, and then I win, pretty much. I should have clicked Spiky Shield here, not gonna lie, it was a free Spiky Shield that I should have taken, but I didn't, because I'm stupid. So, that's gonna do exactly 50 damage right there, as I'm gonna miss my Leech Seed. And then I was like, I still have a chance, because I get to go for the Spiky Shield right here and get some HP back. And that last Earthquake did 50 damage. I'm going to be around 52 HP. So I have a very big chance to live this one, because 50 was quite a high roll. 50 HP, that is, on my Maractus. As he fires off an EQ, and I'm just praying that I can live and then fire off a Leech Seed. But we're not going to be able to live, and because of that Leech Seed miss, Maractus is going to fall, and we're actually going to lose this battle. Now, this was an amazing battle, no matter what. I mean, we took on a team with a Protein Greninja, a Scarf Drill, a Mega Lucario, Quiddance Volcarona, and D-Dance Tyranitar. I'm pretty proud of this team. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this battle. So thank you, Marco, for the battle. Maractus, you failed me by missing that Leech Seed, but I still love you anyway. Because I mean, you 1v1'd a Tyranitar. I mean, you know, I can't take you back on that. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching this Wi-Fi battle. I really hope you enjoyed. So thank you all for watching. This has been Darude Leafstorm, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.